he gonna do it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All praises to God.
Yes, Lord.
For the great things He has done.
Yes, Lord.
For the great things He's doing.
Yes.
And for the great things He's getting ready to do.
Yes, Lord.
I'm not going to hold you very long, but if you will turn with me to Matthew chapter 27, and we're going to read verse 35, and we're going to go on down to 37. When you have it, say amen.
Amen. Oh, amen.
God is a good God.
Yes, Lord.
I'm so glad to be in God's service one more time.
Yes.
He didn't have to let me live.
Yes, Lord.
He didn't have to let me live. Live to be in His service. One more time.
Yes, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
And they crucified Him. And they parted His garment.
Yeah.
Casting lots that He may be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet.
Yeah.
They parted my garment among them. And upon my vesture did they cast lots.
Yes, Lord.
And sitting down, they watched Him and set up over his head his accusation written. This is Jesus, the King of the Jews.
Yes. Yeah.
This is Jesus, the King of the Jews.
Yes.
And if I can use for our topic today, I don't look like what I've been through.
Amen.
Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor,
Neighbor,
I don't look like
I don't look like
what I've been through.
Whatever.
Thank you. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight. Oh Lord, my rock, my redeemer. Father God, cause increase in Jesus' name.
Your name.
One of the worst mistakes I think I could have ever made in life was to follow someone else and not follow Jesus. It led me into a life of destruction.
Yes.
yes.
And I was on my way to a fiery hill.
Mm-hmm.
But because of His grace and His mercy,
Yes,
I don't look like what I've been through.
Lord. All right.
Amen,
It's
amen.
not my intentions to make this a personal sermon.
Yes.
But when God has been good to you,
Yes, Lord.
you ought to want to tell somebody
Yes,
about how He brought you out.
Lord. Yes, Lord.
About how He brought you through.
Yes.
About how He healed
Yes.
your body.
Yes.
You ought to want to tell somebody, I've been through something, but
Yes.
thank God.
Yes, Lord. Don't look like what I've been through. Amen.
You see, I should have been dead a long time
Yes,
ago because of His grace
Yes.
and His mercies.
Yes, Lord.
He commanded the dear angels
Yes, Lord.
to leave me alone.
Amen.
Thank God.
Yes,
I didn't
Lord.
look like
Yes, Lord.
what I've been through.
Yes,
If you was to ask my sister, my brother, or my sister, I thank God, my brother, I thank God. See my whole family.
Yes, Lord. Amen. Yes.
Cousin is sitting in the back. Ain't God good?
Yes,
We're
Lord.
all under one roof. Thank
Yes,
God.
Lord.
If you was to
Right.
ask my sister or ask my brother, please say a few words about Sister Taylor. It would probably go something like this. Well, you know, she's been through a lot. But from now on, if anybody asks you to say a few words about Sister Taylor,
Yes, Lord.
this is what I want you to tell them. She's been through a lot.
Yes, Lord.
But thank God, she don't look like
Amen.
what she's been through.
Yes, Lord.
She used to do,
Yes, Lord.
She don't do no more. Thank God,
Yes, Lord.
she don't look like
Yes, Lord.
what she been through.
Amen.
I want to share a story with you real fast, and I know we got to get out of here. I got about 5 minutes. There was a young lady that was about 20-some years old. This young lady was very stubborn. She was very conniving. She was very cunning, rebellious. But at an early age, she knew the Lord.
Yes.
She would get with some of the neighborhood kids,
Yeah.
and she would get her little choir together, and they'd be praising God. And she always wanted to be the choir director. After the choir had finished singing, she always wanted to preach, and I know they probably got tired of her. You always want to preach.
Uh-huh.
And this young lady grew up to be rebellious, stubborn,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
but she knew the Lord.
Yes, Lord.
She got with the wrong crowd, and she got with the wrong people, and she started following other people, and she stopped following Jesus.
Yes.
And one day she got with a friend, and the friend said, "Come and go with me, y'all.
To my
We're gonna
Lord.
go somewhere where there's a lot of money and there's a lot of drugs." And she followed that young lady. Praise God. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, Lord.
She followed that young lady. And when they got to the house, the gentleman was at the gate. The gentleman let them in, but the other young lady decided she was going to go the other way.
Yes.
So this 20-some-year-old lady, she went on in the house with this gentleman. And as they got in the house, they got to a table, and the young man presented her with a lot of drugs, and they started doing different types of drugs. The young lady noticed that the man started shooting up in his arm, and he started snorting dope, and he started hitting the crack pipe, and he got delusional, and he asked the lady, he said, "Why did you do me like you did?" Watch y'all pay attention. He said, "Why did you do those things to me?" He said, "You know I loved you, but why did you do those things to me?" Now you got to keep in mind that this young lady knew absolutely nothing about this man. See how the devil will do you.
Yes,
See
Lord.
how the devil will trick you. But the man was delusional, and he was a psychopath, but she didn't know. And he said, "You know I loved you. Why did you do those things to me?" And the young lady came up with an excuse, and she told the man, she said, "Look, I got to go." Because she knew something was wrong. She knew something was going to happen. So she told the young man, she said, "Well, look, I left my grandmother at the house, and I need to go where she is so I could, take care of my grandmother." So as they was getting up, the young man and the young lady, they went to the door. And the man opened up the door, and he started proceeding down the steps. And the young lady, she just stood there. For some reason, something told her, just stand there. How many of you know that when God said do something, you better do it?
Yes.
You better listen to the words of God. If he says stand still, you better stand still. If he says move, you better move. But the young lady stood at the door, and as the young man walked down the steps, she noticed that he was trying to open up the gate. He wasn't opening up the gate, he was loading up his pistol.
Oh, Lord.
And when before the young girl knew it, she stood there, and he turned around and he started shooting. Bang, 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 bang. And he unloaded the gun. And the young lady sat there and she said, "Well, this is what it feels like to be dead," because one of the bullets went past her head. And the young lady went through the other rooms and she started running through the house. And the young man told her, he said, "As soon as I find you, I'm going to kill you." And she got beside a refrigerator, and she got beside a stove, and she started praying to God. She said, "Lord, I know I'm a sinner." Remember, this young lady knew about the Lord, but she said, "Lord, you know I'm a sinner, but Lord, I ask you to save me, God. I don't want to die right